Welcome to Moviecaps. Today, I will show you a horror thriller movie from 2012, titled, Aftershock. Spoilers ahead. Watch out, and take care. Three travelers, Gringo, Ariel and Pollo, are traveling through Chile. Ariel's eyes are always fixed on his phone. Pollo is the one driving the car, and is always under the delusion that he is the most intellectual person in the room. Then there is Gringo, the one in the back seat, who is always in a state of confusion. All three of them are good friends traveling together. They decide to stop and party in a club, where they meet Hungarian sisters Monica and Kylie, and their Russian friend Irina. They are also travelers, who decided to stop in this club. All of them start talking to each other, and they become friends. After pairing up, the joint group decides to travel down to Valparaiso together. The next day, as planned, all of them travel in one car. They decide to go on a tram, that is supposed to take them on a mountain. Pollo pays the owner of the lift, and all of them go inside. He had knowledge about the area, and he tells them that the tram was 100 years old. All of them have fun and enjoy spending time together. Later at night, they decide to go to a club and party. They party at another club in Valparaiso, where all of them sit together. Ariel gets up, and goes closer to the bar, and starts to use his phone again. All of them are talking, when suddenly, a strong earthquake strikes. Every person inside the club starts to flee, but this strong earthquake causes heavy objects to fall from the roof, which results in some misfortunate people getting crushed underneath metal or concrete. A heavy piece of metal falls on the bartender. Ariel tries to help her, because she is dying right in front of him. He somehow gets the bartender out, but when the bartender moves from her place, the metal instantly comes down, and hits Ariel on his hand, as blood spills everywhere. The rest of the group is not badly injured, and they help Ariel, by tightly wrapping a cloth on his hand. They try to explore the place in order to find an exit, so that they can get out of there, and also take Ariel to a hospital. But their exit is blocked by more falling debris. They find a cleaning lady, who claims that she knows a way out. She leads them through a tunnel, to a nearby manhole. She climbs a ladder, as the rest follow her. Just as she opens the hole and gets out, a passing truck runs over her, as blood falls on the rest of them standing below her. Everyone gets petrified, but once the shock wears off, everyone climbs the ladder and goes out. Out on the street, the group tries to get to their car, but find it destroyed under more debris. They ask other people for lifts as they were driving by in their cars, but everyone ignores them. Meanwhile, Ariel's condition continues to get worse due to blood loss. The group decides that they need to get him to the hospital on top of the hill, as soon as possible. The situation gets much worse, when they hear a peculiar siren. They see people fleeing, and learn that the siren was for a tsunami. They all rush to the hillside cable tram station, that could quickly take them up the hill. After some intense negotiation, the owner agrees to allow only Ariel to board the 100-year-old tram. The tram had the capacity to take 6 people only, but the situation was so bad that there were much more than 6 people in the tram. The group watches the tram reach the top of the hill, when suddenly a frayed cable breaks, causing the tram to fall all the way back down. It gets completely destroyed, and all of the people that were inside it die an exceedingly terrible death, including Ariel. Pollo comes running, and amongst that massacre, he sees Ariel. He starts to mourn and blame himself for the death of his beloved friend. Gringo comes, and tries to glimmer a light of hope, by telling him that it was not his fault. While they are mourning the death of their friend, Irina comes and tells them that there is no time to mourn, as there is a tsunami approaching them. As they start running and go out on the streets, they witness chaos, as people are killing each other, and stealing goods from unsupervised shops. The group heads toward the cemetery, trying to reach the cathedral at the top of the hill, through a previously mentioned hidden tunnel. The group comes upon a looting party on the street, which turns out to be escaped prisoners from a nearby prison, that was damaged during the earthquake. They try to run past, but the women of the group draw their attention. While running away, a very heavy part of a building falls on top of Gringo, and pins him in place, still alive and conscious. He feels unbearable pain, and all of them try to take the giant piece of concrete off of him. Pollo comes up with a solution, and says that they need a car jack. Gringo tells them not to leave, because he is very scared. Pollo and Monica decide that they will go outside, and try to find a jack inside a car. Meanwhile, Irina and Kylie decide to stay with Gringo. They hear a noise, and speculate the gang of prisoners is coming towards them. Gringo tells them to hide, but they refuse. He tells them that they would just take his money, and leave them alone. Both of them go and hide as the gangs approaches. One of the prisoners puts a gun on his head, and asks for the girls, as they are extremely horny after being in prison for many years. He tells them that he does not know their whereabouts, and all of them start to laugh. A fat man sits on the piece of concrete, which puts more weight on him, and he screams from excruciating pain. Pollo and Monica keep searching cars, but they do not find a jack. They see a fire truck going by, and they wave at it for it to stop and help them. But the truck is out of control, and it crashes. One of the firefighters is run through by wooden beams, while the other one is trapped. They see that the other one is not severely injured, so they decide to help him. Pollo and Monica get the firefighter out, who explains that some prisoners were trying to take over the fire truck, which was why it went out of control. On the other hand, one of the prisoners, supposedly the boss, starts to pour alcohol on Gringo, and threatens to light him up, if he doesn't tell them where the women were. Gringo feels like he has no other choice left, or else they would burn him alive. Being frightened, he motions toward their hiding place with his eyes. Irina understands that even though not wanting to, Gringo gave their location away, so she crawls out of her hiding place, and tries to run away. But it is a failed attempt, and she is quickly captured by the prisoners. The leader has his way with her, while the rest of the gang sits around telling jokes. Gringo throws a rock at the leader, trying to stop him. The leader, enraged, lights him up, fatally. Kylie gets tremendously terrified after hearing all the chaos outside, so she decides to run. The group goes after her, but the leader's brother stays behind, to continue with Irina. Kylie is able to run away, bumping into Monica and Pollo. Pollo takes an axe from the fire truck, and they go back for Irina. Pollo axes the leader's brother. Just as the group is about to run, the prisoners return. Their leader sees the body of his brother, and fires at them, killing Irina. The rest of the group manages to escape, and comes across a gated building, with other survivors who live there. A single mother does not want to let them through, but her neighbor wants to open the gate. As Pollo begs, the woman shoots him in the chest, injuring him. The others help carry him away, but decide to hide him, so they can go get help. Pollo's phone suddenly rings, and one of the prisoners hears it and finds him. They shoot him without any hesitation, and continue to go after the others. The group finally arrives at the cathedral, where they are saved by a priest, who shuts the door just in time. As another aftershock hits, the cathedral begins to fall apart. The priest leads them to a secret passage inside. As the group descends a ladder through the passage, another aftershock shakes the ladder off. The priest falls off the ladder to his death, and Kylie falls on top of a metal object that pierces her thigh. Monica, meanwhile, is stranded at the top alone, as she was the last to go down the ladder. The firefighter attempts to help Kylie by removing the object, and uses his own coat to try to stop the bleeding. Taking off his coat reveals the prison tattoos on his arms and shoulders. He turns out to be one of the escaped prisoners, who was taking over the fire truck. Kylie panics, and promises that she won't tell anyone. Monica is able to find some ropes, and goes down the ladder shaft to an empty landing. She finds Kylie's body in one of the tunnels. The fake firefighter then tries to kill her, but an aftershock occurs, and Monica is able to kill him with the axe instead. Monica finally manages to escape through the tunnel, and onto a beach. She walks around the beach, bewildered that she was able to escape to safety at last. As she turns around, she sees a very tall tsunami rushing towards her. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Turn on the notifications and leave a like to help the channel out.